You'll never guess what I've been working on, besides a little bit of starvation. That's right, today we're going to be doing some more blood magic. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to be automating this so I no longer need to starve. It's got a little bit of work in front of me. I still need to make quite a few ritual stones yet, excuse me. And I need to upgrade my diviner. We'll go ahead and do the diviner upgrade now, I think, but I've got some other work to take care of in this episode of Bevo's Tech Back. And that sounded really ham-fisted, but I think we're going to go with it either way. Anyway, so what I need to do is I need to actually make some dusk runes, and this is now officially a tier 4 altar. Yay, I did that by just adding in the remaining runes underneath. They're currently just regular stuff, so it's not really a great setup, but it is functional, and that's really all that matters at this point. This altar is going to be able to hold about 10 buckets of LP. There we go. You get out of there. We need one more of those. Luckily, these things aren't too terribly expensive. And now the next thing I need to make is 2 of the tier 4 runes. So we've got a little bit of a wait on this thing. So right now it's a tier 1. Oh, I gotta take these off. I love those boots. I hate step assist when I don't want it. I almost wish it was step assist when you were sneaking. Instead, it's the exact opposite. Okay, so it's tier 2 right now. Let's put some more life points in there. Life essence. Whatever. I still don't call it the right stuff. I want to say blood. It looks like blood. It's theoretically blood with magic. Alright, so we're still tier 2. Okay, that is a tier 3. Yeah, okay, so we need the ones that have the black lines. We're almost there. And we're going to go ahead and need to get another one of these. Then we have to do the entire thing over again. Kind of freaks me out when this thing rotates. You only see it when it's coming around back for the half the rotation. The other time you can't see the back of it. Oh no. Yeah, don't let it do that. It'll quickly lose progress. Alright. Come on, just a little bit more. Oh, you're kidding me? And then this thing pops up for no good reason. Alright, I tell you what, I'll be back in a few minutes. This is kind of sad right now. To get back to my house, I actually have to go through the Twilight Forest. Since I built everything up on the floating island there, I actually don't have a way back up there other than going through that portal that's on the ocean level, just right above sea level. So basically I'm having to walk back to that Twilight Village I was setting up and use the portal that's there. It's good that it's there since I can do this, but it's rather annoying. I need to find a good way to get up to that floating island without having to go through another dimension. Now I could do the same thing going to the mob farm, but believe it or not, this is quicker. Just because it's a little bit of a pain in the butt climbing up the mountainside to get to the actual facility to drop down to it. Though that I could probably fix easily using some elevators. Still, it's a pain in the butt. Oh, there we are. Okay, I think we're actually ready to get started with this ritual thing. If we come downstairs here, I've actually set it up already. I've had 1 or 2 little things I had to get started beforehand. So in the ground here we have a ritual for the Well of Suffering. I just went ahead and put some of the seared stone down on top of it so I can walk across it like a floor. You can see the underside of it here. And if we come back up top here, you notice these little jail cells. What I'm going to do, and I'll be completely honest, is not original. I'm stealing the idea from Echo the Builder. He has a fantastic modded Minecraft series. I'll have a link to his stuff in my description for this video if you've not seen his stuff before. I really suggest checking it out. He's much better at this than I am. Anyway, so what we're going to be using is these witches. I need to, at a later point, actually hit them with a jailer safari net, but I have a pretty much infinite supply of these things now. In my mob farm, I now have a witch spawner, so I'm not too terribly worried if they die. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and put them in here. Before we do that, let's get these bars on here. So we're going to go ahead, spawn witch, and then apply bar. And then we're going to do the same thing. Spawn witch, apply bar. So they are now in their little cells. They have a bed, they have a little toilet slash cauldron slash whatever you want to imagine it to be. And we're not cruel, we left them a nightlight. We're going to be having a total of, I want to do 4 of these guys. So I'll have 2 over there. I have room for another one here right now, and then a 4th right here. And I'm really undecided as to what I want to do for this base. I could do additional monster cells and stuff, but it's not really needed. But anyways, let's see how much LP we have. 58,000. Okay, so that's enough. So if this works right, if I go ahead and right-click this, that ritual starts. It's really good. And my throat feels like it's got a freaking caterpillar down it right now. Alright, and it looks like they are taking damage. That's good. And they should start drinking some potions to heal themselves. Yep. So that's good. And if we check this, we should... Oh, we're gaining LP. That's fantastic. So no longer do I have to cut myself needlessly. Oh, I think it just killed my slug. It did. Darn it. Oh well. Blue is no longer my boy. I have to be honest though, I'm willing to sacrifice blue if it means never having to cut myself again. Alright, so this is awesome. This is good. This is also going to go a very long way to actually making automating some of this stuff a lot easier. The only thing that I'm going to run into is that for right now, until I get my LP network full, I'm not going to be able to do much stuff because this takes a steady drain of, I think it's 2 LP per whatever to do its stuff. So I'm going to probably need to let this run for a little bit. Probably about a good hour or 2. So I tell you what, rather than wait around for that, we'll let it do its thing, build up a little bit of supply of LP, and we'll go work on something else, I think. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Alright, so in the name of cleaning stuff up, I've actually been working on organizing my little basement area here. There's not much of a difference here other than the fact that I now have more lighting in the ceiling, which, if you've noticed, means that there's no torches on the floor, so that's a good thing. I've also gone ahead and I've cleaned up this little area over here, since we no longer use it for a mob spawning area that used to be right here. I went ahead and I mirrored the room that we have at the end of the hallway. And this is where I've been setting up the machines and stuff, and I'm automating using Applied Energistics. Right now I only have a little setup here. This is just making cobblestone, sand, and glass. And these are hooked up to storage buses which go all the way back to the ME system. And I have a sag mill and alloy smelter here which is used to make flux crystals, not flux crystals, fluix dust and certus dust, as well as like the coal dust, and this is making the Ender IO alloys and stuff. So that's a little bit on the way back to automation. But what I've also been doing is I've been trying to clear this room up. We're going to go ahead and brick it out, and we're actually going to be doing that right now. Luckily, there's not really too much work you have to do to get it to look right. Eventually, I'm not sure what I want this room to be used for now that I don't use it for the power room or the quote-unquote ore processing, which was never really that great anyway. But this is just something I really got to do. Luckily, it's fairly easy to clean it up. And I'm going to be able to reclaim some of my, what are they called? Conduit thingies. This actually breaks really, really easy. So something that's moderately interesting while I'm doing this. Over the course of the weekend, I played a new game. It's a first-person shooter. It's a indie game. It is not, however, a brand new game. It's actually been out for a little bit, but it just recently got greenlit to Steam. It's called Sick Brick. One of the people who makes it actually is a mod author for Minecraft. goes by the name of Max Wolf. He makes Mad Science, which is, I think it last updated for 1.6.4. It's currently being updated for 1.7.10 by Dark Guardsman, I believe, the guy who makes ICBM. And I say guy a lot, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's actually a really fun mod. I used it in my Shadowcraft series, and I am really looking forward to it coming back, and I'm easily distracting myself. Anyway, so Sick Brick, it was actually really, really fun. And I recorded myself playing it, and I'm actually going to be putting out some videos for it this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to be basically having one video out each weekday this week, which is way, way, way beyond what I normally do. It's I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I tried some things with Sick Brick that I've not done before, and I think I did really good with the editing towards certain aspects. Though I would appreciate any feedback if any of you feel like watching, though I do understand if that's just not your thing. In terms of like gameplay, it's kind of like Wolfenstein or Doom. It's like an old school shooters. There's no crouching, there's no aiming down sights. It's purely you have a gun, you point, you click. So it's simple and it's fun. It's probably why I liked it so much. Most of the shooters that I learned to play growing up were like that. I think the earliest one I played was Dark Forces, which was a Star Wars shooter. It was very, very fun. Alright, I think we're actually done in here. There we go, we just need to get some skystone for the floor. You know, some glowstone wouldn't hurt either. I think I have some neon glowstone in the system here. That actually took a lot less time than I thought it would. Alright, glowstone. I have a chisel in the chest in the hallway. Oh yeah, we have plenty of skystone. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the chisel right there. For now, we're just going to make this all into the neon stuff. We need to take care of this before this turns into a gigantic mob spawning area, because that'd be really, really bad. I want to put that time behind me. Come on, let me up. My head stays on this wall here as a testament to my hubris. It's what happens when you don't light things up. Alright, so I believe if I want to go for the pattern I had in the other room, right here is going to be a light. Right there is going to be a light. And this doesn't work exactly because this room's actually a little smaller. But like that should be fine. Let's check F7 real quick. And let's get rid of the torches. Alright, no torches. So yeah, that looks like it'll be okay. I just need to space it out pretty good. Alright, so check it out. Now we have a nice big open room here, no torches on the floor. Everything's nice, good to go. Or at least it will be. I can't actually move this chest yet because of all the uranium that's in here. If I pick that up, I'm going to die instantly from radiation poisoning. I have a hazmat suit, but it's in the nether, and I really don't have anything to use that uranium for, really. So I'm really content to just let it sit there for now, to be honest. Alright, let's see how my LP stuff is doing. So we want the divination sigil back. Divination, not division. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Right now, this is actually a really terrible rate of generation, but that's only because I'm not using any runes of sacrifice. I'm only using self-sacrifice, which does not help for this. But other than that, these witches are champs. They're doing everything I could possibly want from them. And luckily for them, the only thing I want for them to do is to die, very slowly. Something has just occurred to me. Now that we have the little ritual thing set up over there and we're getting LP, I might actually be able to end my dependence on pumping the nether. I like the sound of that. Excuse me. However, for the symbolic nature of the process, we're actually going to head to the Nether real quick. Because, well, we're going to continue to get our lava from the Nether. Just a renewable source. Nether. Huh, wonder where that came from. Alright, so we're in here, it's all this stuff. We still got some stuff in here we left. Including the skeleton spawner. I think that might be clogged up by now. That's just not in range. Not really a biggie. Let's see, we are going to go ahead and break this real quick though. Oh. I wasn't sure if I had actually put like glass or anything down there, so I was afraid that I was going to. Oh, that works out fantastic. Alright. So we have that there. We are going to go ahead and get our thing here. This is already set to Serenade to the Nether. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And I left my freaking activation thing in. You know, once is a mistake, twice is just stupidity. I don't like making stupid mistakes all the time. There we go. Anyway, once I get this is actually a major component of what I need to get started on some higher tier Botania stuff, because I'll be able to actually power up that portal that's on my roof. Nether. There we go. Okay, so let's try this again. Hello, welcome to the Nether. We have wither skeletons. We have regular skeletons. We have ghast. Alright, so right click. Rush of energy flows through the ritual. That's fantastic. How are we doing on this stuff? Still going up. I think if I get this going and I don't get any runes of sacrifice, this might actually kill my LP supply, but we'll find out. This is kind of ugly though, so I might need to move this later. There we go. So this is just going to generate power using the passive heat from the Nether, so it's going to do 40 RF per tick, which is more than enough for this thing to go. And this will just keep sucking up lava. Okay, so everything's actually going pretty good over here. I just need to get more witches in here so this speeds up a little bit. I think this is pretty much going to be it for today. It's going to be a small episode, and for that I am kind of sorry. I just need to let this run before I can do any more blood magic, and at the moment I don't want to start any more projects until I start finishing some stuff, and I'm waiting on that getting functional before I can finish up about 2 or 3 different things. And it's definitely something I'm looking forward to doing. It's just I need time to pass, which is going to be really fun actually, since I've been running this locally. I might need to just leave this running overnight or something. I could probably do that. I hope I don't die, that'd be terrible. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message in the comments below, and as always, have a good day. Oh, and make sure you check out Ako's videos. Ako.